Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into the Nintendo Drive. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Or, if you're getting cozy and listening to us on your podcast feed, make sure you're following and leaving us nice reviews. You can also support the show on Patreon and pick up some awesome merch. Links to those and more are in the description, but let's get the show started.
Lachlan doing the finger guns
I
this
switched
week.
it up.
Whoa, I was not expecting. I couldn't see anything. I was doing full-on anime eyes. I couldn't see anything.
So your eyes were
anything
closed,
than
of course.
He's just blind by the anime
Just
eyes.
trusting everybody. Won that.
Well, I threw you off. I did something different.
I don't like change.
Dare to be different, says I.
No change here.
It's too late in the game for change. Episode
Definitely.
150.
150.
150.
150?
Hence the change.
You know
There's change in the
The
air.
change.
You know what's crazy about that with episode 150 is I believe, it's impossible to know, but I think that the first episode with Lachlan and I was 75.
Nice.
I think. So after tonight, there will be more Nintendo Drives with us than without us. Isn't that
Big
weird?
mom. It's a big mom.
It's a big moment. Isn't that weird? So, yeah. Very
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. 150 episodes of no change. It's
Zero
been the
change.
same show the
Yeah.
entire time.
Yeah, same show. There's never been a change. We never added anybody. It's been the same thing.
Nobody ever
Vibes
left.
Have never changed.
I've been
Nobody
here for
ever
years. God, I
been
was
here for
born
years.
with the show, you know?
left. Amanda was born into it.
She was born
Yeah,
this
so it's
way.
cool. It's
I
a
was
big
born
no.
this way, baby.
I don't have anything planned or anything, but still gotta acknowledge it.
For
Gotta acknowledge
150?
it.
Yeah, we'll save it for 200.
Yeah, do the every 100 thing.
Or
I
like
think that's the way.
164 for some reason.
Yeah. If we were smart, we would have done like a Nintendo 64 thing, you know? Like that.
I don't
would
think
be
you were here
smart.
yet.
No, I wasn't. But I'm just saying, like if we, you know, if
We
you
could
think
go back in
ahead-
time.
Yeah, if we
If you
could
could turn back time.
There it is.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Oh.
Hit it
episode 150
sometime.
is the musical episode.
Yes. Only
I would love
music.
Break out into song.
Okay.
Me trying
Well-
to think of a song.
Well, I'm never far away from thinking of a song, so fear not. It'll probably happen. Guys, housekeeping.
Oh,
Housekeeping.
hello? Come back later.
Hey.
No, actually,
Go
come on
away.
in. It's okay. It's fine. Come on in.
I've got housekeeping to do. New people to thank for joining on in at Patreon, patreon.com/carpoolgaming. First of all, thank you to Hopple for increasing your level of support. Hopple, who I believe is in Japan right now. So,
Japan.
shout out to Hopple. Japan.
Jealous.
I'm jealous too. Hopple like routinely goes to Japan. So, shout outs to Hopple. Thank you
That
very
sounds
much
so
for that, Hopple.
casual.
Yeah, just like
Just routinely goes. Yeah.
we'll just pop over to Japan. Why not?
It's just a usual Tuesday for him.
He just
a
like
normal
jumps.
Tuesday.
Like a
He
little
hops.
bunny hop. He goes,
Yeah, yeah, he hops to Japan. I think that's where the name comes from. Thank you to Shane Erickson for coming on in at the gold member tier, our Austin Powers themed tier. Thank you very much. And thank you to Devantai Johnson for also coming on in to that gold member tier. Lots of Austin Powers fans joining the Patreon. So thank you all so much for doing that. A ton of exclusive content over there. You, of course, can get a 7-day free trial over there on patreon.com/carpoolgaming and check it out. Get the Nintendo Drive post show and many more things. Get the Pants Patreon podcast for patrons podcast. The Locklith up next on Pants. So, yeah.
Fan favorite.
I was like, wait, what?
Me?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, the favorite.
You're welcome.
Everyone's favorite. You, Soldier Boy.
Boy,
Is that what-
yes!
Yes, let's go.
We're like
Amanda
3 for
and I
3.
are on it. Yes, yes. Very, very cool. I think that's it. I think that's the housekeeping. Oh, except for one more little piece of housekeeping. Tomorrow, if you're watching us live here at youtube.com/carpoolgaming, tomorrow on Twitch, twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live, we'll be live reacting to that there Indie World Showcase, which we'll pin it. We'll talk about it a little bit more later, but I just wanted everybody to know up front, tomorrow, twitch.tv/Carpool Gaming Live, we will be live reacting to the Indie World Showcase, and that should be fun. Looking forward to it. So, yeah.
I'm going to be there. I knew
I'll
it was
be there
coming
too.
ahead of time. I booked it off work like weeks ago, so I'm
Insider.
I'm good. Yes.
Sean's an insider.
My uncle's uncle works at Nintendo.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody thinks I work at Nintendo, and maybe they're right. Maybe I tipped him off.
Maybe you do.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, maybe it's Maybelline.
I think it is.
Do y'all want to talk about video games?
No.
Okay.
Yes,
What do you
let's.
wanna
I
talk
mean,
about?
yes, let's. That's the answer.
Do you want to talk about all the 3DSs you're slinging over there?
Dude, they're all boxed up. They're ready to go. Okay, so just to bring everybody
He's
up to
a dealer.
speed.
He's
We
a
gotta
dealer.
we gotta get everything in order here, okay? Like lots of things are going on, and I got no room for stuff. So it's like the 3DSs, they had their time. They've collected enough dust. It really bugs Amanda when I dust things off with my sleeve. So we can't we can't be having that. So the 3DSs are going. We're gonna keep a couple. My Link Between Worlds, that's staying.
Yeah.
But we did sell already the Mario and Luigi Dream Team 3DS. Never been opened, brand new, sold earlier today. Got my first bid on, what one was that one? The Majora's Mask, new 3DS.
Oh,
brand
let's
new,
go.
never opened, first bid, so that will sell. It's got 7 more days. Yes, Amanda, in the press pool, yes.
Yeah, hi. The Miles of Amanda. Question for Sean Capri.
Hi, that's me.
How many of these do you own?
A lot. Like, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Oh.
Yeah. I have 4
like
in
a
boxes
thing?
ready to go right now.
Fun fact, I never had one. So you're like well ahead of me. I had the normal DS. I didn't do the 3DS.
Wow.
See,
It
this
was-
is
it was a
why
beautiful time.
this is why Nintendo didn't like send out a lot of different Switch renditions because Sean would have them all.
That's
Yeah.
what I don't understand. That's what I've been like complaining about the whole time. Like the Switch Lite, like just keep every game should have like a Switch Lite version, and I would have bought them totally. And then later they would have like quadrupled in value. It would have been amazing. We could have all been winners. I don't know why you guys sit there and just make fun of me. We all could have been winners, in the long
Winners?
run. Winners.
What am I winning?
I'm selling these things for like 5 times more than I bought them for, at
Oh, I was
least.
gonna say, sounds like I would have been broke at the age of like, I don't know, maybe 16.
Yeah, but then you'll be rich later. That's how this works.
It's an investment.
It's an investment. Yes.
Okay.
So, anyways,
I'll think about it.
two at least have been spoken for. Still have a blue, since you asked, still have a blue Super Smash Brothers edition that is going up for sale. And I was telling Chelsea how this is going, and you guys might remember I was talking about the wedding gift that I got for her 10 years ago, the Yoshi
Yoshi.
3DS.
Oh no.
No, you didn't.
What? What do you guys think I'm going to say?
Did you sell it?
I haven't sold it. No, of course
It's
I wouldn't.
there.
It's
Is
listed.
it up for sale?
But I did tell Chelsea how this is going with these other ones that aren't that one, and she
Oh,
goes,
here we go.
well, you know, like if you wanted to sell that wedding gift, like,
it.
and I'm like, oddly
Oh.
enough, here's the thing.
Here's
It's
the
worth
listing
the
I've already
most.
typed up.
It's worth out of all of them, the Yoshi one is worth more than all of them. It doesn't make any sense to me because it's a pretty plain one. So
Okay,
I'm getting the sense you guys don't like
as
this.
a wife, how would you feel about this? How would you feel
What?
if you got a wedding gift?
If you
and
said it
then-
was okay to sell the gift that
no,
you got.
she didn't. Let's say she didn't say it was okay yet.
But she
If-
did.
But she,
Okay, never mind. I was
That's a pretty key
asking if
part of
she
this
would
story
be
for me.
Okay
So
with it.
it all comes down to do I play it or have I played on it? Have I enjoyed it at some point in my life?
it's brand new, still in the box.
if
Never
it's
opened.
still in the box and I haven't touched it, you're making money for the family. Go off, King.
Yep. Yep.
Will you buy her something nice with the money though?
No, you won't. It's for the
No,
family.
It's for the family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything changes. Like, it's a
The
whole other.
the whole family benefits. I think Sean already explained
It's
it.
the
It's
household.
yeah.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing she's ever said about me or around me.
It's a rare
I know.
turn of events.
I know.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
It's an investment that Sean is now cashing in on for the fam.
It's all everyone's money. There's no like my money and her money. It's all
Right.
everyone's money. You know what I'm saying? So it is for the.
I don't want to
benefit
get
of the
involved in
house.
that conversation because I have different thoughts. But anyhow,
I think you just did.
you do you.
Fair
Well,
enough. All right.
I mean,
well,
you could. I mean, if she wants, if she wants like to do something nice with it, then yeah, sure, why not, right?
Well, what I said to her, because it was interesting to hear her say that. I said, let's just see how everything else goes. I'm still selling, guys, like a PS4 Pro Spider-Man edition. It's up on eBay. I got a Titanfall controller. It's going up on eBay. I got all this. It's all got to go. It's all got to go.
Everything must go.
Seriously, but not for too little. We still got to make some coin here. So, yeah, just been playing that there eBay game, honestly. Missed Stardew Valley this weekend with Lockleth, which I'm sure you'll chat about. Did not play Hollow Knight. Playing a bunch of Fallout stuff, watching Fallout. Fallout. Yeah.
He's living and breathing Fallout.
Yeah, just living in the radiation.
I decide if I want to watch it. I feel like I'm going to be too confused.
No, you won't be.
I know nothing.
No, you're good. You can jump in.
It's just like any show. It doesn't matter if you've played it, I don't think.
It's not, it doesn't have really much to do at all with like the games. Like you're good. You'll jump in just fine.
Yeah, jump in.
So,
okay.
Yeah, jump on in. You might like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we're I don't want to like spoil too much, but we might be doing something Fallout related. There's some chitter chatter. So I don't know.
Beep, beep.
We're cooking. There's some Geiger counter noises going on.
Oh
no. Behind
that was my chitter chatter sound. I don't know.
We'll see what's going on there, but yeah, you can jump on in. Just it's a shame that there's not like more Fallout games on Nintendo Hard. I think Fallout Shelter is the only thing that's on Switch. I think that's it.
That is weird. Yeah, I think you're right.
Weird?
That's
Put
weird.
3 on there. It can run on there. Put like 3 in New Vegas.
3, I did fire up 3, and it's not a Nintendo thing at all, but like 3 starts out with your birth. You are literally born into the world, and it's like blood on the camera.
Yeah.
And everything. And you're like, oh, hey, Liam Neeson, my dad. Cool.
Dad.
Yeah.
Good start. Yep.
That's right.
Fallout spoiler cast?
Okay.
Possibly. Quagmire.
Well, possibly. Who's to say? Quaggy?
It's difficult
that would make
to
sense.
say.
That would make sense for us to do.
It'd make a lot of sense if we were
Seems
to
like
do
something
something
we would
like
do.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah,
Okay.
doesn't feel right.
Yeah, you know what? We've never done anything like it before.
That's
even.
true.
Nah, it's not really our vibe here. I don't know.
Who's to say? Okay. Well, are there any other video games you want to shout out there, Sean?
I got
Anyone
it. I think
else?
Hollow Knight is next.
Yeah.
This is the worst shout out ever. I don't think I'm going back to I Am Setsuna.
Good.
I think I'm
That's
good.
fair.
I think I've got other things I can probably do. Lockleth talked me into abandoning it by going, don't spend as much time as you did with the last story. It's like, that's a good call. I did not enjoy that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. On to the next one, I guess.
And anti what you haven't been playing.
I know. Yes. What I've eliminated from the list. Yes.
Would have taken off.
I think this is what Ron would say. I think the game is cheeks.
It is. It's kind of cheeks.
Yeah, I don't really get it. I don't understand why. Like, cheeks sound good to me, but like apparently this means a bad thing.
I think cheeks are
thought it was
beloved.
good.
I think the world
Cute
over,
little
cheeks
cheeks.
are beloved.
I mean,
You know.
yeah, the cheeks.
Who doesn't like cheeks?
Lockleth looks like she has something she wants to say about cheeks.
I was gonna say something, but it's in a pro, so let's just not.
Inappropriate.
Pro.
Good.
My mind was in
Post-show.
inappropriate places as well.
Listen.
So,
We won't say.
we won't
Pass.
say. Okay. Okay. Well, Amanda, let me pass it over to you because I see in the notes here you've written with many H's. So what's been going on in your neck of the woods, my friend?
I haven't really played any games. My weekends are now fully occupied with a lot of running, and then this weekend I had to work all running. And I had to work all weekend actually. So I'm just too busy outside of like occasional Fortnite, which I love playing. So we are still streaming Princess Peach. We're still streaming Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Let's go.
And that's literally it. I haven't touched Persona in a bit. I just don't have time at this point. Like, like tonight, just no time to do nothing. So we're just games are there. They're floating around. They're doing the thing. But it's fine. We're fine. Vibes.
Did you finish Peach yet? Are you done
No.
yet?
No, I forgot that you have to do all the basement stuff.
Oh,
We
right.
discovered that at the end of last stream. So that's where we'll be on Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, if you will.
Streaming on Thursday. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Hopefully
nice.
we'll
I bet
finish
you'll
it this week. Yeah, I think we
you
will. We're very
Yeah.
close, I feel like, so. But, yeah.
Nice. Very, very good. What's aren't they doing? Weren't you talking about they were doing like an Avatar thing in Fork Knife?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
They have all the elements in it now, and personal opinion, I think the air bending is the best because it's traversal. I don't
good.
really like the earth bending, but yes, they added all the Avatar stuff. There's like cute little locations you can go to, so there's like shrines all over the place, and then there's like one like little island where Appa is like frozen in the ice. I
Aw.
don't know if he's unfrozen, but he's in there with Aang.
Let him out.
I know, right?
Let Appa
Let
out.
the boy go. But it's very cute. I think it's very interesting that like all of these activations, I was talking about this with my boss, all of these activations are so post everything.
Activate. That's a marketing term there.
It is. Sorry,
Activations.
yes. Sorry, I'm in work mode. But like that live action came out months ago, and now here
Right.
we are. And similar with the rumored One Piece, like the One Piece live action happened
Forever
earlier
ago.
this year. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like why are they so delayed? Like what is in the mix that like is it purposely done that way or I don't know. We were talking about it at work and it was just this whole
Yeah. Do
long
you think
thing.
it's to like keep the tail of it going a little bit? Like now that people are done talking about it, it's like, well, Fortnite's there.
To be honest, I think it's probably a licensing issue. Given on how long it takes for licensing to go through on our end at my job, I can only imagine what the process is for Fortnite. So,
Yeah.
but
I can
yeah.
only imagine.
Jay.
The musical.
This is the musical
Wow, we were
episode.
just
Musical
going,
episode.
man.
It's musical episode.
150 is for music.
Very
But
cool.
yeah, that's what I'm
Very
up to.
cool. Fortnite's still kicking around. Okay. Locklith, what's been going on? What you up to?
Well, besides, if y'all watch the YouTube live show of this, Sean wants to be so much like me that he's mimicking every movement that I have done. in
Just
the
seeing if I
past.
could catch your attention. That's all.
Oh, it doesn't take much.
Look over here.
But I've been playing. What happened? I've been playing Stardew Valley. That's basically it.
Nice.
Basically all I've been playing. On streams,
Yeah.
yes. So, like, outside of that, Animal Crossing, of course. But it's just Stardew in the head.
Sounds
The
That's what I
amazing.
played.
Or
Sounds
solo?
perfect.
Both.
Yeah.
I did a stream last Thursday on my Switch
I think you mean
farm.
Tuesday. But, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Quiet, correct.
Same strokes for different folks. And then on the fam farm on Sunday, we did it this past Sunday because
That's
we
the
had
one that
to.
Sean missed out on.
Yeah, that's the one
Yeah.
that the Sean Capri unfortunately missed out. For one, it was Lincoln's birthday,
Yeah.
and for two,
Aw.
he was he's being a parent, he's being a dad.
He could have
Yeah.
waited. He'll have other birthdays.
Dad fig vibes all weekend.
Lincoln will have other birthdays. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna, I hear it's going to happen again next year. Like, who cares?
So far, it's happened every year
It's crazy.
about the same time of the year. Yeah.
Bow,
Lincoln's
bow,
birthday was awesome. It was amazing. It was
Hell
super-
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Was it
We had a
like
good time.
themed?
I was going to ask
What-
if there was a theme.
Pikmin themed? Pikmin and weather.
Hell yeah.
He wanted
And
Pikmin and weather.
I love that he picked weather.
Yeah,
Sean.
it's.
Ryan would love that. That's a very Ryan themed
Sean
birthday
cannot
party.
get away
I can't
from the
escape
weather.
it. I cannot escape it. And so his birthday cake is funny because we told the people who are making the cake, like, his theme is Pikmin and weather. And they're like, what's a Pikmin? We're like, all right, we're not going to bother with that. So Chelsea's just like, weather, like lightning and tornadoes and rain or whatever. And so that's literally what they put on the cake, was like a lightning bolt and then a tornado. And, he loved it.
Yes.
It was very sweet.
And they wrote whatever.
And like, whatever.
Did you decorate? Was it very like? Did it?
Oh,
lean
Chelsea
more
did
into
everything.
the-
I did so little. Like, Chelsea just like, she completely
She crushes
leads
that,
it.
right?
She
Sean's
is,
Sean just shows up.
I'm just there.
Yeah,
I
he's
did
just
like a Pikmin, like I drew some stuff for him, but like
Sean
No,
was
Chelsea
in a
does the
full body
whole
Pikmin
thing.
suit. It was
Oh my
horrible.
God, I
that would
would've
be
died.
incredible. That would be incredible.
Like those T-Rex suits, but a Pikmin version.
Yeah.
Just like
Gosh,
just like a
yes.
full body like red Pikmin leotard.
And
But
you just hear
Sean-
as
Can we
he's
talk
running.
about how excited Ryan is in the chat? Ryan is all caps in the
Ryan's
chat.
excited.
saying
All caps.
That Lincoln
yes.
has good taste. But Ryan, we will also throw you a weather themed birthday party. You just wait.
Let's go. Yeah.
That's next year.
Did he get a weather radio for his birthday? No. Cwagmire, he did not. He got a lot of good stuff. He had a great birthday. It was very, very sweet. We had a
Nice.
good weekend. Yeah, it was nice. Very good.
So that's why Sean missed out on the fam
Stardew.
farm. He was in the real fam farm.
I did stop by the chat for a little bit, actually, in between when like family was kind of like showing up to the house. We had like a couple hours at like the gymnastics place, and then we came back here. And before anybody showed up, I was like, "What's going on in that Stardew video?"
Did you get roasted?
I want to go. No, Lachlan was very
sweet.
nice.
We were doing it right before, though.
You were roasting me before. Oh, damn.
Before he was there.
I'm sure there were things I have said without you there. But then when you came in and you chatted and then you left
was all
saying,
smiles
"Don't
then."
say anything. Now you can go back to saying things bad about me." I said, "We kind of already were."
Damn.
The other thing is part of
it.
housekeeping, actually, people should check out. And the other thing I've been up to is I've recorded some little one-on-ones. People who like We Gamercast will enjoy this. We recorded a little session with Fiona last week. It's on the Patreon now, so you can go check that out. And last night I spent a good couple hours with Fulia from the PlayStation Drive fame.
Norway.
So,
Win.
yeah, no, it was awesome. People are going to love it. The conversations are wonderful. And at least when it's one-on-one, they're not making fun of me to my face. So that's been great. You know,
Okay.
it's been all good.
Challenge accepted. All the
Sean,
other
we don't-
hosts hear this.
Sean,
Like,
we don't need ours. We did ours last week, impromptu.
Yeah, I'm good. You're good. I don't need to.
We'll just repost the post show.
Yeah, repost it.
Yeah, that is true. But last week's post show kind of did inadvertently turn into that. So
Yeah, you didn't have
That's true.
power.
that was wild. That was crazy. I was without power for like 5 hours. It sucked. I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep.
Lit some
It was bad.
candles.
Lit candles. It was just me and Rusty hanging out.
I was going to talk about the skeleton.
Rusty the skeleton.
Oh, the
And how you
skeleton.
were like in Discord, like, why is it so weird that I have a skeleton on my wall? I didn't know it was that weird.
It's not that weird. We just got a skeleton a few years ago. We dress him up for holidays. He's got a little Santa hat we put on him. Just Rusty.
I
Just
like
hangs
it.
out. Yeah.
When I used to decorate my home, Seth, I used to just have skulls everywhere. I still have them. They're just all packed away.
Yeah. There are many more times like dead things, living things than in this house.
Yeah.
That's for
I got
sure.
a dead bat that's like framed and stuff.
Us too. Yeah. We have a dead
Amanda
bat.
could
We have,
never.
I don't have any weird things in my home. It's just me.
I'm also weird, so
I'm just one of the weird things.
me.
Yeah,
I
we
am
have a
weird.
tiny insect.
I am weird thing.
I am taxidermy. This whole time I'm a taxidermized human.
Sean, you good there, buddy?
Me?
Sean, you good? Yeah.
Me? Yeah, no,
He's
I'm great.
thriving.
Yeah. I'm so glad we continued to do a Nintendo podcast to honor the late great Bobby Pauls. He'd be so thrilled with this.
Yeah. He would be.
He would be. Yeah.
He would be.
Adam David points out, when you first said Rusty, I definitely assumed it was a dog. I don't know if that's a reference to Rusty's Real Deal Baseball, one of my favorite 3DS games, but...
I was thinking about the horse on Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah,
When, when
Rusty!
Rusty!
Feeding him the beans.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh,
okay.
God bless you, Seth.
Well, I'll talk about some video games real quick, and then we can move on. My wife and I, this past weekend, when she was home, we played through Open Roads in one sitting.
Oh, nice.
We just played through the whole thing, which was it was really good. It's that one it's a weird, like, I'm a huge fan of like Gone Home and Tacoma.
Yep,
Like
Tacoma's
I love those games. I have on my wall there a signed Tacoma print from that team. Like, I loved that team's games. There was all this unfortunate stuff that happened with the studio head a few years ago, and some of the people who were like basically left, like the skeleton crew that was left on that game, kind of just like shambled together to finish it. Like, they were just like, we're gonna get this thing done, you know. And I think it was it is like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's Carrie Russell and Caitlin Dever in the lead roles, like as this mother and daughter who the game opens actually in an estate sale. Because like the grandmother, like the sort of matriarch of the family, had recently passed away. And so the game is about like sort of in your kind of typical Gone Home fashion, going through the stuff in the house, but you're kind of slowly like uncovering like family secrets and stuff, and finding out stuff about the grandmother like that you didn't know about, which was kind of cool and interesting. You go to different locations, which is kind of unique for the genre. Like in Gone Home, you're in a house, you know. In Tacoma, you're in a space station. In this, there's like 4 different locations that you go through, and you're kind of picking through it and stuff and learning about the characters. It's neat. It's cool. And it has like a good like plot twist to it, like an intriguing story underneath it. I will say there's a couple of points playing the Switch version. I don't know if this is just because we're playing the Switch version or what. There were a couple points where it felt like it was a little like held together with duct tape. There were a couple points where it was like, ooh, it's kind of running bad right now. So I don't know like if that was just because it was the Switch version or not, but I had a really good time with it. So, and I feel like nobody's talking about it. So
You just did.
yeah, I just did.
I love that.
It's cool. It's really, if you like games like that, I can't imagine you wouldn't like Open Roads. It captures that kind of like road trip vibe too, like on your way to the different locations.
You love that.
I love road trips. I love it. Oh yeah, I love forced intimacy. I love it. And I love like I love like being in a car and being forced to talk. You know, like there's all kinds of that going on in this game.
We should do that sometime.
Why not? Let's do it. We've done it before.
That's true.
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
See
That's
that?
right. I remember. Yeah. No, it's really cool. It's good. I like it a lot. It's set in 2003.
Love 2003.
Great year.
Yep.
Great year.
Meteora, Linkin Park.
Do you
Oh
want
hell
to know
yeah.
how old I was in 2003, Sean?
Nope.
No, I don't.
We weren't even. We certainly weren't asking about that. We definitely did not
Amanda's
want
like,
to
I
know.
wasn't born yet.
No, I was. I was born. I was trucking along.
Goodness
She was
gracious.
vibing.
It would be a great Backtrackers game on 32. A great Backtrackers
Nice
game.
one.
Yeah.
It's on
would be
Game Pass. I'll
perfect
check
for
it out. I might check that out on that there Game Pass.
You should, and it's pretty. You can do it, and we did it in one sitting. We did. It took
Love
like
doing
4
it in one
hours.
sitting.
It's like short. You could do it in one sitting.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, check it out. Open Roads.
Open
Very, very
Roads.
good. That's really about it though. I started playing Final Fantasy VI. I got
Whoa.
the Pixel remaster.
Pixel, nice.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it a lot recently, and I was just thinking about Final Fantasy VI, one of my favorite games of all time, very formative game for me. And I was telling you all this. This guy that I'm kind of mutuals with on Twitter is doing this Final Fantasy VI like kind of fan dub project. I auditioned for like 7 roles in it, so we'll see if I get any of them.
Get it. Yeah, Seth.
And I was like, I really want to be cast in something this year. Like I really want like that.
Break
I don't
a leg.
really do. Yeah, I don't really want to do like, I don't do New Year's resolutions or whatever. But if I have one, it is I want to be cast in something for voice work this year. So I auditioned for like 7 roles in that. We'll see if I get it
They
or
were
not.
good.
Thank
I
you.
listened to all of them. They were so good. I was like,
Yeah, I did more. After I sent
Oh.
you those, I've done like 3 or 4 more.
oh, dang.
I auditioned for basically every like male or male adjacent role that they're
This is
casting
it.
for.
This is the year.
Nice.
It's gonna happen. I'm telling you, man. This is gonna happen
So,
for you. Yes.
Yeah. So it's gonna be neat, I think. And I'm like, if I audition for enough of them, surely I'll get one.
Keep going.
You know.
Yeah.
So, so that was really
Get it.
fun, and it got me kind of just thinking about Final Fantasy VI. I was like, I ought to play that damn Pixel remaster. Like, I ought to finally do that. I haven't replayed that game since the Vita, I think. So
The
it's
Madonna
been a
movie.
mom, you know. So yeah, it's cool. It's been a mom. And that's a great game. And I just, you know, I'm like, I don't really have, I guess this is probably going to change literally tomorrow when the Indie World happens, but right now I don't really have a lot on my plate.
Nothing?
Games wise.
You
Not
gotta get a
really.
wheel. We gotta get you a wheel. Spin it.
There's plenty of stuff that I could play, but there's nothing that's like front and center. You must play. So I'm like, if I'm gonna replay Final Fantasy VI now, kind of feels like the time.
Do you have all of them? Like, did you get the entire set? You just got
I
that.
just bought
Pixel remaster?
just bought it on its own. So we'll see. Ryan Turford says Ron, get Seth the wheel stat.
Yeah.
So, Ron will just put Ghost of Tsushima 800 times on it. And that'll be my wheel if Ron had anything to do with it.
Everybody should have a wheel. You just never know when you're going to need it.
You never know when you're going to need a wheel. Mm-hmm. That's what I've been up to. Yeah. Final Fantasy VI, open roads. Good stuff. Good stuff.
God, I was going to ask you something, and it's gone. So keep
It's
going.
gone?
It's gone.
out?
I don't remember.
It'll come to you in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'll just interrupt whatever we're talking about.
Randomly. Oh,
Hang
right.
on. It's back.
It was about Diet Pepsi or whatever.
Probably.
Okay. Do y'all want to answer some questions from the community?
Yes, let's.
Yes, let's. Okay,
Yes, let's.
do it. First question comes to us from Clayton Dwyer, who asks, playing Mario versus Donkey Kong has me thinking about how many genres Mario has starred in. Are there any genres he hasn't made the jump to yet that you'd like to see him give a try? Any genres that Mario should tap into?
Walking sim.
Mario Run.
That's a running sim.
That's a endless runner.
I need
sorta.
to look into that.
It's not the same.
Mario
Run.
Run.
Like, is it literally, like, how does it pertain to running?
He runs.
Just he runs.
Is that it?
Yeah.
He just doesn't stop. He literally doesn't stop.
I wish I could
He
say
never
the
stops
same.
running.
Amanda says,
know what,
that's
though,
not fun.
I'm like,
But Amanda, you make a strong point there, because they could make like an education, like a fitness educational Mario game
Yeah.
where you
Get
run
fit
in
with
real
Mario.
life.
Mario
Yeah.
Fit.
Let's
Nintendo.
go.
Or like, what did I get recently? Because I was chatting about it in our Nintendo Drive chat. Just Dance 2023. Because
Yes.
2024 is $60 and I wasn't going to pay $60. So I downloaded a demo for 23. And I think you should be in Just Dance.
Yeah,
Pop them in
Mar-
like a
they did,
dancing thing.
They did DDR Mario Mix.
Well, never
on the
mind, forget it.
GameCube, Of course.
Did they?
So
What if he were
Okay.
to teach typing?
yeah,
Like if
imagine
Mario
that.
was teaching
Yeah.
typing.
Or Paint. Wasn't there Mario Paint?
He also painted. He taught you how to
He's
type.
Bob Ross.
He did the painting.
There's not a lot he hasn't done.
This is a great
I
question
think-
because I think it's a
A
challenge.
farming sim.
Oh.
Yeah. Mario Farm.
He hasn't done a
Mario
farming
Farm.
sim.
For puppy.
Mario Farm.
would
There it
probably-
is. Pat in the chat. What's up, Pat?
I'd probably play more Mario games if that was the case.
You'd like Mario. For
Yeah, it
once.
actually, yeah. Except, you know what? Don't give the farm sim to Mario. Give it to Luigi. Like, have him and Daisy have a farm.
No, the girls,
Aw.
Peach and Daisy. That would be good.
That too. But I want some of the
Yeah.
others
Okay.
outside
Just
of Mario.
choose who you can play as.
Yeah.
Choose one of the
On a
characters.
Petey the
Tuesday.
Piranha.
Yeah, Petey Piranha. That'd be a little. Wouldn't that be a
Like-
little like weird?
Like
plant
Eastward
watering
He's
Octopia
so
DLC, but Mario characters.
There you go.
That'd be neat. I'd be into that. They
Souls game.
did. I always thought it'd be cool if Mario Souls like hell yeah. Mario Born.
You died.
Let's
Mia.
go. Yeah, Mamma Mia in like red text when you die. I was thinking about there might have been like a Mario Sports like what was that Mario Sports like Mega Mix where they had like a hockey mini game in there.
Was that the 3DS one? Because they had like equestrian. What's it called with the horse riding?
Equestrian. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had that.
Yeah.
They're just all over the place.
So like, but what if they? I remember they had like a hockey mini game, and I always thought that would be cool to like expand to its own thing, like a
Yep.
like a Mario sports hockey game, would be kind of neat.
I actually can't believe they don't have that. They did it. They've got sluggers. They got strikers.
Yeah.
Where's hockey?
What would
Where's
you call
American
it?
football?
What would you
Bane
call it?
into that.
Slappers?
Oh,
Slappers
God.
only.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
Be interesting. A Mario Metroidvania, says Pat in the chat. That'd be cool. Pretty neat.
I mean, he moves around pretty good.
yeah, that Mario moves
That
around
Mario.
pretty good. Okay. Well, Nintendo, those are all free ideas.
Yeah.
You can have them.
Look forward to those.
Look forward to
We'll
those
be
coming
waiting for our
soon.
cut of the pay of the sales. You can give it right
Dougie
to
Fresh,
us.
throw a little cheddar cheese my way. And I won't say no.
Dougie.
Dougie. All right. Solo asks, if the new Switch is not backwards compatible, how many furious Animal Crossing fans will we have? I think everybody will be furious if the Switch 2 is not backwards compatible.
100%.
That's what I think.
They'll be so furious that they'll buy the new system and 3 copies of the next game for all of their islands. That's how mad they're going to be.
That's 100% me.
Yeah.
I'm looking right at you as I say it. You can't tell. But
Oh, are you? I couldn't tell.
You're like right there.
Yeah.
Would
I
you
would
be
be upset.
furious?
But like,
Yeah.
if the
Here
Switch,
comes.
if the next Switch rendition is the next like console, like from DS to Switch, they made 2 different Animal Crossing games for those.
Yeah.
So I don't see why they wouldn't for the next Switch version make another AC game. If they give me a new AC game, I'll be fine.
You just want anything at this point.
Yeah, anything.
Something.
This is how they do it.
Anything.
Yeah, they
Then-
make you...
Then I'll
they-
buy at least 2, not 3
They-
this time. That's too much.
They
just buy
starve
2.
you
Sean,
to the
why do
point
you
where
look
a
stressed?
crumb...
You have so many 3DSs. Why
Yeah,
are you-
Sean, shut
why
up.
you look stressed? Like, sorry, Seth. I didn't mean to cut you off, by the way. He was
It's
just
okay.
like looking stressed, and I'm like, you have so many 3DSs.
With this
though.
3DSs that he's selling off and me having
Yeah.
3 Switches is a problem.
Yeah, let Mama have
I had
what she
played on
wants.
all of them. Yours are
It's
still in the
my
box.
choice. You can't compare these things,
And
and,
that's
you guys
her
know
choice.
it. You,
This
you
is my
know it.
choice.
It's
No,
apples
you
to
have no
apples.
other. All right.
I didn't have to get 3 Switches, Sean. I could have just had the one and been okay. But it was my choice to buy 2 more.
If you guys think that's the same thing, then we can move on. That's totally fine.
Why
It's
is
not
it
the
not
same
the
thing
same
at
thing?
all. At
I'm
all.
just confused as to why it's not the
Well,
same.
what
Why is
Sean
it-
means...
Why is
What,
it
what
not
Sean
the
means
same?
is that you like there was no forced pathway. Like if you wanted to have multiple Animal Crossing islands, you have to buy like multiple Switches, right? Whereas like with the 3DS, like he was, you know,
It's
that
just
was
a
a frivolous
collection.
purchasing decision that he just made as a collector.
She could
right?
collect them too, I guess. Kind of.
Yeah,
Maybe
Yeah,
there's
but-
different prints of them.
but you're not being pigeonholed into you have to do this in order to. So I get it. Like I
Oh.
get why that's frustrating.
Don't you dare
So-
take notes on me. Don't you dare
just
take
reading.
notes on me.
I'm just reading. I'll just
oh,
be
reading.
here.
I thought
Yeah.
you were journaling. What are you reading? What is it?
Control Freak by Cliff Bleszinski. He made
I've read
Unreal,
that so many
and
times.
Hell yeah.
you have not. I don't even know who Cliffy B is.
Cliffy B.
Cliffy B.
Yeah, he doesn't go by Cliffy B
Shout
anymore
out.
though, right? Doesn't he? Isn't he just
I
Cliff
know he
now?
says it in the book too. He's like,
Shout
really?
out to
call him
Cliff
Cliffy B.
Bars then.
Cliff
Oh,
Bars.
I've
yeah.
met him. I've met him. He's a good dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I met him and his wife at PAX years ago.
Probably
he's a nice
watches podcast.
I complimented him on the active reload from Gears
Yes.
when I met him. I was like, that is such a cool mechanic. I can't believe people have not just stolen that, you know, ad nauseum. What a good mechanic that is.
Good mechanic.
And anyway, yeah. Okay, let's see.
Have
what do we
fun
have
buying
next
all your
here?
Animal Crossing and not getting a
Jan,
save
Jan
function
says that
that's exists
Locklith
as the NES.
2. Jan says that Locklith 2 is the best Locklith, and that's probably
What do
fair.
you
That's
think?
the one I've probably used Locklith 2 the most. Here recently, more so Locklith 3, but
Yeah.
you know,
Which of
The
your
original.
own personalities is your favorite?
the original Locklith has the most Animal Crossing hours, though. That was
Okay.
that was before content. That's all I did.
Okay. Yes, Amanda.
Yes, Amanda.
Question for the Locklith. If
Yes.
you get multiple switches like we were just talking about, will you continue the same naming convention?
Oh, of
Or
course.
will you
Why?
change it up? Okay, I'm just
Except we're
checking.
gonna do
You'll have
4,
the
5, and
accounts.
6 next time.
Oh, okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Are you gonna just like
Gotta
add on? Okay.
continue.
Just checking.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll just have like 6 switches.
Yeah, why not?
Jesus.
And then
you
maybe
imagine?
someday you'll sell them off and
Maybe,
make a lot of money.
or I might just keep them because
Just cause.
just
Stack them.
Just
Yeah.
for vibes.
Just stack them up.
I could be like Janibo, who's got different games on different Switches. I kind of do that anyways. He's got a
Yeah.
Mario Switch. I can't remember the other ones. I can't remember the other ones. I just
Got
know
one
the
of
red
them.
one's his Mario one. It has all his Mario games.
He's got a Mario Switch.
And others.
Anyways.
And others. And more.
Very good. Okay. From CrocoKyle, since episode 150 has Pokemon on my mind. If you could use a Master Ball on any Pokemon, doesn't have to be the original 150, and transport it into the real world with you, which are you choosing and why? So when I first read this question, I was like, oh, so he's basically just asking who our favorite Pokemon is. But I think there are a couple ways you could go about it, because if you want like a utilitarian choice, right? So what do y'all think? What do you think? Amanda's like, nope,
Wooper.
we're just going Wooper.
Wooper. Wooper's coming in. Baby boy, coming in. Yep.
Yeah.
And we're just
Fair.
going to be besties.
Yeah. Quaggy in the chat says Articuno. You can wrangle an Articuno? They're
Like,
so
what is
big.
that?
That's the legendary ice bird. You know?
Oh.
So, yeah. Amanda's like, yeah, duh.
Wooper.
Yeah. Whoop, there it is.
Is that the point of the master? What is the ball we're using? What are we throwing at this
The
thing?
Master Ball. It's
Because like
the
we're
Master
just gonna
Ball
get
is-
it. There's no. It's not gonna escape.
Catch
There's not a
whoever-
caveat.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So
Escape.
guaranteed catch. Yeah. Escape. Yeah. That movie came out before 2003, I think.
Oh, I didn't know it was a movie. I just say that word. Okay.
Oh, Finding
Yeah.
Nemo. Oh my gosh.
I'm such a baby.
I mean, how is it not Psyduck? You just
Pretty
have a little
good.
Psyduck wandering around.
Yeah.
It's cute.
So
My
that's a
daughter
good pick.
loves Wobbuffet, so I'm thinking about how we
Wobbuffet.
probably bring a Wobbuffet in here. Or Hoot Hoot. She likes owls. I'm bringing in a Pokemon for my kids. That's basically what's happening.
One or
Yeah.
one for each child.
See, that's the tricky part, because like you really shouldn't just do one. Like I'm gonna need two. I'm gonna need
Yeah,
to change
which
the
one
question.
will
I'm gonna
make-
need one for.
Which one
for
will make them
Lincoln.
both happy?
Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. You can't do that, even if it does make them both happy. They need one each. They need one
Yeah.
each. Yeah.
Hashtag kids.
Lincoln's not been into Pokemon nearly as much though lately.
Yeah. Miss the bug?
I don't know. I don't know if he's missed it. He's 7. Like
Yeah.
He's
got time.
It'll come. Let him cook. Yeah.
Let him cook.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of time. Yeah. Okay. What would you bring in, Lachlan? Which Pokemon?
I have to pick Ninetales because one, it's golden. It's got 9 tails, and I love the threat of you touch one of its tails, you're cursed.
You would
It's
love
the
that.
legend. Yeah, it's like mess
You
with
would
me.
love to
Touch a
curse people.
touch a tail and cursed, and then they live for 1,000 years. So it would be nice to have one, and then just pass it down the line through fam.
Yeah.
You know.
I love that you
'Cause
know
why
all
not?
these facts. I just
I literally
picked
looked
Wooper
all
up.
up. I literally looked up these facts.
Oh,
Amanda.
okay. All right. I feel better about myself now. Thank you.
Because I was like, I like Ninetales, but why is more of the explanation. I knew about the curse thing, of course, because that's just a given. And she's a golden beauty queen, and I've got a golden beauty queen, aka my dog Luna. So I think it's like a fox version of her.
Cute.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you think the curse has to be like somebody has to intentionally touch their tail, or could she just like
She
smack
touch
you with one of her
others?
tails? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And that works.
I think if I could command her, say, hey, touch this person
Just
over
go
here.
give him a little tail.
You
touch.
almost
just-
said me.
Little touch. Go touch Sean.
Almost
No, I did
defaulted
not.
to Sean.
No, I did not. The did not come off out of my mouth. The no.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, my favorite Pokemon's Gengar. So that's
That would
an
be
easy.
terrifying IRL.
I know,
though.
right?
But he would fit
Comes
right
out
in
of the
my
dark.
house.
Like-
He would fit right in my house. Right? Gengar
Oh, yeah,
would
Rusty.
look-
Skeleton, 100%.
Yeah,
With Rusty.
him and Rusty hanging out. I think it'd be kind of fun. I like that he's like a prankster.
I was
Like, I
gonna
like
say
that-
he likes to prank.
Yeah, like I think that'd be kind of fun to have like a little prankster. Like my cat's kind of like that. He can be a little mischievous, you know.
Amanda's like, what are facts about
No,
Wooper?
I was going to say, I
convention?"
don't. Oh my God, what is this? This is a
Oh,
version
no.
of Wooper I've never seen in my life. That's kind
Oh
of.
no.
Is it a
Incognito.
Alolan?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
the
I like the
chalky milk
Alolan
Wooper?
Ninetales.
He just doesn't
All
look okay.
Alolan anything.
yeah,
They're great.
Better.
Wait.
Except Meowth.
Oh, the
Oh.
Galarian Meowth.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, just give me plain Meowth.
it's
Yeah.
creepy.
You don't need to get too much in there.
I'll drop
No.
this in our chat. I don't know what happened
no.
to Wooper here, but this doesn't look like a Wooper to me.
We grew up with like a lot of
Oh.
fish in the
He
house.
looks like he's got Riz.
Wait,
That's
what?
Riz Wooper.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that one.
He looks like he's got 0 brain cells, Amanda.
It's Shiny Soper.
He's like, if you rubbed 1, maybe 2 brain cells together, he might have a thought.
Like, what is this?
It's just vibes. It's like 0 thoughts, head
He's
empty.
got Riz.
Does he?
This is
Yeah,
what
look
you
at his
get
hair.
looking at Wikipedia where anybody can upload anything.
Oh my
You're
God, I
lucky
love it.
that's all you got.
I know. I was
Is that
nervous
not
for a
real?
second.
Are you saying that's not real?
No, that's not real.
There's no
Well,
way
I don't
that's
know.
a
I was going to
looper.
say, like, that looks like
No.
something like if I were to make a Pokemon, that's what it would look like.
Yeah,
Sean
no.
drew this.
Yeah, I
Sean did it.
yeah. Last
Sean
edited by
uploaded
Sean Capri.
Could you
The
imagine?
Wikipedia entry. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I'd put a Whalmer in the local man-made lake kind of thing.
A gigantic whale.
Just kind of go see it on my walks and my runs.
It has like no room to actually swim and
Yeah,
thrive,
it's
but
Barely, like, it's not submerged completely.
it really just looks like a living island in the
Yeah.
middle of
Exactly. You're picturing exactly what I'm picturing in my mind. Yes. Thank you, Seth.
cruel and unusual punishment there.
Yep.
Okay. Let's hit maybe one or two more of these real quick, and then we'll talk about Indie World a little bit. Clayton Dwyer comes back. Another question, since it's the 150th exclamation point episode. I was wondering what Nintendo games are the most major in your life, not necessarily favorites, but ones that impacted or shaped you and your taste the most. We kind of did this fairly recently. We talked about our favorite Nintendo games, but I don't know if there's any that y'all wanted to point to real quick in terms of like, yeah, what, like the games that made you who you are, the Nintendo games that made you. You.
Damn. It's deep.
Big question, right?
It's a deep question. I mean, I think early back in my life, like when I think like this, it's like it's gonna have to be something when I was little tiny Sean, you know, early in the days. And Mario 2 actually comes to mind for me for whatever reason, like that, and especially because it really tied in with like the art style of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, like
Yes.
kind of those two things together is kind of what I'm thinking when this question comes to mind. That was my understanding of what Mario was, which I love. I love that it wasn't until later that we discovered it was not actually a Mario game. It was just kind of like reskinned. So yeah, shout out to Mario 2 early on in the days. But like, there's probably so many. Like, there's so many. Like in the 64 era, I was probably, golly, I don't even want to say this, but you know, I was probably like 12 or 13 or something like that when the.
I was probably 25.
Yeah, I know. Right? I was on to my second degree. And just summers with Mario Kart 64 and GoldenEye and stuff like that, just like nonstop. 2 maps in Star Fox 64, and only one of them was good. And we played that one forever for multiplayer in Star Fox. It was really good. Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. Okay. What are y'all thinking? Lockleth, Amanda? The formative Nintendo games?
Honestly, like I would kind of agree with Sean's answer that he just said with like GoldenEye and Mario 64, because that's what I played in the after-school program that I was trapped at as my parents worked late every day. It was, yeah, you're trapped in the library, man. It felt very
Did you hate it?
Yeah, I hated it because like you couldn't go outside or anything. They just put you in the library and were like, here you go. And I mean, thank God we had the N64, but outside of
You were
that,
the
it was
kid
kind
that
of like,
wanted to go outside. You're like,
yeah,
"Let me go out
I was
there."
like screaming to go
Yeah.
outside. I was like, please let me outside. I just need to burn energy. But outside of that, I think I would more so attribute it to a console as opposed to a game. And it would probably be the Game Boy Color and then also the GameCube. Because I think those two had like shaped my love for gaming the most. Especially the GameCube having, you know, such a big impact on my life. And when I really was, you know, falling in love with like Nintendo kind of all over again. But
Yeah. We love that. We love the GameCube around these parts. What about you, Lockleth?
big fan.
So
Sean's
my
like, "No, we
brain,
don't."
my brain went to the last part of the question, which was that shaped your taste the most.
Yes.
And I think I talked about it a little bit on the post show last week with Sean, whereas I don't remember a lot when I was younger. So like my thought process went straight to what got me back into playing more games and getting more into gaming with Nintendo specifically. And really it was just on the Switch. I played some DS games, but my library was not very much or very vast. It was just Pokemon. So my first thought was like Superliminal, because then that got me back into wanting to get the Portal games again and playing those. And then one that wasn't Nintendo Switch related at first, because I played it on PlayStation initially, was Life is Strange and like that whole series. Just like the different outside of like farming sim games, like and Animal Crossing, of course. So Superliminal, Life is Strange, and I don't know, like Cult of the Lamb and Ooblets. They're not like my most fave and ones that I haven't finished, but they definitely opened my mind to more games than just farming sim and puzzle games.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what
Do
this
you,
is, but I liked it.
Yeah. Do you look back at some, because you've talked on the show before about some of the games from your childhood, like Kirby 64 and stuff, and even Jet Force Gemini a little bit. Do you look at some of that and equate any of like your modern sort of adult sensibilities to, like, because I played Kirby 64 when I was a kid, like that aesthetic spoke to me, or whatever? Is there anything like that you kind of think about from your childhood?
I don't know.
Yeah. Fair.
I literally have zero thoughts when it comes to deep thoughts about games. I don't know. I just either like it or I don't. And I don't really think too hard about why.
That's fair. Yeah. The reason I ask, I think about that kind of thing a lot, where I'm like,
I have too much going on in my life to have more deep thoughts.
Like, cares about video games. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. No, I think about stuff like, like little stuff like when we got the N64, I used to have to share it with my sister growing up, and we would get like weird stuff like Space Station Silicon Valley, was a weirdly like formative game that my sister and I played a lot of. It's this weird, Sean looks very confused. It's a weird janky N64 game where you play as a microchip on a space station of robot animals, and you like jump into them and possess their bodies. And
It's getting better. The name of it wasn't weird enough, but the game itself.
I loved it. We loved it when we were kids. And it's stuff like that. Like it's little tiny things that I have, like, weirdly enough, and people make fun of me all the time. Like Superman 64. I loved Superman 64 when I was a kid. Like, I know people make fun of it now because it's like, the worst game ever made and whatever. I loved that game.
Honestly, Seth, I want people, like, if somebody's going to come out here and like make fun of you for it, I want you to ask them like what the first level was like.
Sure.
Did they actually play? Like, I don't think people actually play the game. It's just like this game is like got its own narrative at this point that people know that it's bad. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'll just kind of repeat this. And it's like, you haven't played it. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm like, holding it up to modern scrutiny, sure. But when I was a kid, it let me fly around as Superman. End of story. That's it. That's all I wanted. Like, just, I flew around, I was Superman. It looked like the Bruce Timm, like, cartoons that were on at the time. Like, that was it. That was it for me.
Nice.
So it's stuff like that. And like, for me, the biggest touch point is Zelda. So it's stuff like Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past. Like I've talked about this on the show before, but my first like memory of being alive is playing the first Zelda with my uncle, my uncle Aaron. And I remember when I played Link to the Past, I was a little bit older, but like when Link to the Past opens, it opens with your uncle like rushing off ahead.
Cool.
And kind of like, I guess, dying, like in the Hyrule Castle dungeon in the beginning.
No, he'll be fine.
I'm sure he's good.
He's good.
There's
but I remember and fairies
remember
around. He'll be all right.
I remember when I played A Link to the Past and that happened, I thought that like they somehow knew that like my uncle was like playing it with me.
Oh, dude. Those moments. There's probably I don't know. It's probably just us, Seth. But like I feel like hopefully all of us have a moment like that where you're like, is somebody like listening? Like, is there something?
Know?
Is it me? And a friend of mine, we played. It's a game called MDK2 on the Dreamcast, and it was developed by BioWare, who happened to be based here in Edmonton. And so at the beginning of the game, the world is under attack, and they're like, oh, where's the attack coming from? They read out the coordinates, and then one guy goes, oh my gosh, that's Edmonton. And we're like, what is happening? Because we thought like the Dreamcast had a modem attached to it, so like it could hypothetically connect. So we're just like, did it just like know our location? And it was just this weird coincidence that only would impact anybody in this area. But it's like, what in the world? That's how MDK2 starts. That's Edmonton. So weird.
It's funny because like now we're adults, and like the state of the industry or whatever, video games technology, it is what it is. We can rationalize that in a different way. But when I was a kid, I thought Nintendo knew that I played Zelda with my uncle. And so, like, they put my uncle in the game.
That would be like too Big Brother-ish. It'd be too creepy. Like, it would really freak people out. But like, at the same time, that'd be so engrossing. Like it would just
Yeah.
be like if you were able to have some tiny little bits of information about you that like really personalized the experience, that would be, I don't know, that'd be so weird. That'd be neat.
The closest thing we really get to, in
Neat.
Earthbound, they ask you when you're like starting up your file in Earthbound, they ask you like what your favorite like food is.
Right.
And occasionally like it'll be like it reminds you of your mom's lasagna or whatever it is that you put
Totally,
in.
yeah.
Right. And it's little stuff like that that kind of like makes you think.
It's the Kojima. It's the Psychomantis reading your memory card, that kind of thing. Like, I can't believe they don't do more of that. Even though everybody understood like how it worked, it was very, oh, I see you like Castlevania. You're like, what? I do like Castlevania. How
do you
did
know?
you know that? Yeah, more of that, please.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a million little answers, and Majora's Mask is a big one for me too, and I've talked about that a bunch too. But Zelda for me is just a huge touchstone in my life. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
UN Squadron. I was dancing around UN
Yeah.
Squadron because it's not Nintendo, but it was only on Super Nintendo.
The Super
shout out to
Nintendo?
UN Squadron.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just not. It's Capcom, so
yeah, I get it.
but
Still
that's
a
Sean game.
Sean game,
Sean game.
very very good.
All the Sean
Okay.
games.
This is a question from Quaggy, and this is a little bit weird, and I don't know if we'll be able to answer it to the full extent that he's asking. But Quaggy asks, "What are your top 5 game endings of all time?" No spoilers, of course, but it may generate some discussion of those who have played those games or spur those who haven't to dive in. I don't have a top 5 prepared, but and I don't want to spoil anything, obviously, about a game's ending. But are there any like big endings that pop out to y'all that you just want to shout out real quick in terms of like y'all should play this because it has a good ending?
Well, I'll start it off by, I don't think it's as impactful now as it was back then, but like the ending to Metroid like blew our hair back. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable who Samus
Big time.
was. Like we now know like it's a lady under there. It's like, but back then it's like there's no
Did
way
not
like
think it was a lady.
did not. Yeah, it was like when you heard it on the playground. It's like, well, you're clearly lying. That's definitely not true. Kid whose uncle works at Nintendo, you know, all those kind of lies. Yeah, but that ending, very good. I will say, like, and I don't know if this is maybe a downer. It's like I don't feel like I play Nintendo games for the ending. Like I actually don't know if there's like, I feel like that's kind of it. I don't know. Maybe if you guys have any others, but like I'm racking my brain and it's like it's just kind of the end of the game. You know?
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to have a really strong ending.
Well, it's hard too because I feel like there are games that could have had great endings. They didn't. You know?
You know, this is going to surprise you guys that I'm going to even mention this in a topic about best anything. But
Pat
Kirby and the
knows.
Forgotten Lands had pretty dang good, like, end and quarter and ending of that game was actually pretty good. I'll give a shout out to Kirby.
Kirby's usually pretty good about the endings.
Sticking
Planet
the landing.
Robobot, great ending. Yeah.
Pat in the chat says Taki. I didn't finish that they're talking.
I was going to shout out Taki.
That-
The
yeah.
ending of
Good
Taki
ending.
is yeah, beautiful. Yeah,
The
Amanda,
one
this will make
game
you
I
happy.
did finish.
Please. Oh, Taki being the one.
Yeah, the
game you
one
did
game I
finish?
did
Yeah,
finish,
Tears of the
so yeah.
Kingdom. Yeah.
Well, Amanda, the true ending of Sea of Stars is
Oh,
beautiful.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. But you've told me that it's absolutely beautiful, and I believe it probably is. That game.
Yeah, it's
is just
gorgeous.
So good.
Yon32 in the chat says Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Shout out
Of
to
course.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And you know what? The first one's pretty wild, pretty wacky. It gets out there.
Yeah.
But definitely memorable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ocarina.
game.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, it's definitely Xenoblade. That's got to be it. That's the best.
Like for me, Tears of the Kingdom, and I said it when it came out. Like that's the best video game ending I've ever seen. Like
What
that,
if the last story had a great ending?
maybe it did.
And we just never know.
Who's to
Maybe
say?
We'll never know.
it's
I
just
think
on the
it's
other
better
side of
we
that
don't
final
know.
boss. I know, right?
Who's
Just
to
leave
say?
it. It's difficult to say.
I mentioned Earthbound. Earthbound's got an amazing ending.
Does it?
I love the ending to Earthbound.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. Lachlan, any good endings coming to
Mine
mind?
all are games that I've actually finished.
Okay.
I have a list.
Oh.
Yeah.
Came prepared.
And I know I came prepared. I have notes over here. And without giving any away, I'm just going to list them off. For one, Fall of Porcupine.
Oh yeah. Good
Partially
ending.
that's a dig at Roy for not finishing the game. And for two, I like when a game
It's not even
like
here.
has a He was here earlier.
He's in the chat.
He said hi to me, okay, Sean? And I like how an ending will, like, it'll be dedicated to something, or there's, like,
Yes.
a special little note, or you see, like, little flashes of the characters, and they're, like, carried on with their life, and they look, like, happy or whatever. So, like, Fall of Porcupine had some of those vibes. Little Gator Game had a cute little ending, too. Like, Botany Manor, like, I finished that one fairly recently. But, like, after the credits roll, you see more, and you actually get to see kind of where it lands after that. And so it was nice to see, like, the protagonist that you're playing as kind of get in a better spot. Like, they've tried so hard to, like, do all these things, and a lot of it had to do because of the time period. Like, she was a woman and she couldn't really, was told, she kept hitting all these red tape, like, no, like, you're just a woman, blah blah blah. And
Oh,
like,
wow.
you see after the credits roll, like, she actually got to accomplish, like, quite a big deal for her at that time. So it was nice
Hell
to
yeah.
see. So, yeah, I wanted to shout out Botany Manor. I meant to mention that last week, and I forgot till just now. And
I
so
love
this was a good
that.
question to bring that up on.
Lachlan, did you finish Smushy? Because that
Yeah.
had a good ending. That had like a cute, kind of sad
Yeah.
ending. That was a good
Yeah.
one.
They're coming up with an update. I don't know when it's supposed to drop in the summer, I think. So
I saw
I'll probably play it again, or play more of it when it drops.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't laughing at what you were saying, Lachlan.
No, I
laughing at
know.
Matt
I read it
Zielinski in the chat. who is roasting me, saying the Ghost of Tsushima has a great ending, but I wouldn't know.
Damn.
Someday, maybe. We'll find out. Who knows?
Maybe
Who's to
someday.
say? Who's to say?
Just write it off.
Yeah, who's to say? We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we shouted out some really good ones.
Skyward Sword. I forgot to mention Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah,
Love
really
that.
good ending. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's so many great endings. Yeah, I mean,
Just in Zelda.
Zelda in general usually has pretty solid endings.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, good stuff. Okay, do y'all want to talk about? I'm actually let me see real quick. I think
What
we've
else
hit
you got
all
in
of our
there?
questions.
What else you got?
Oh, hang on, no, there's
What-
one
what
more
we-
question. This is
Yes.
a quick one.
I got an answer.
This comes to us from Solo. Pyra or Mithra, which one do you want as your tag team partner? Lachlan, you said you have an answer?
Pyra.
Yeah.
Pyra.
I'll go Pyra
Red,
as
red
well.
hair. Red short hair. Pyra.
Yeah. What do you think, Amanda?
I don't know who these people are.
Do a quick
They're
Google.
from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Or
yeah, just
Sean
look
can
up
show
Pyra
it
and
on
don't
the
Mithra.
know.
I'm bringing it up.
Oh, Sean's bringing it up.
Okay.
So that's Pyra and
Oh,
Mithra
tough one.
as they
Tough one.
as they appear in Smash. Now, what you should know, maybe light spoilers for Xenoblade 2. They are technically like two parts of the same coin. They both
Ouroboros.
inhabit. Yeah, the endless now.
Yeah.
They both inhabit the protagonist. Like they are both the blade of the protagonist Rex, but they have very different
Oh.
personalities. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to play that game now. Put it on the list. Put it on the whiteboard.
Put it on there.
I like. Is Pyra the one on the left?
Yes, the
Yeah.
one next to where it says Pyra.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Sorry, I just wasn't even paying attention. Shut up, Sean. I'm
have a-
tired.
I have a feeling that Amanda will pick Mithra.
Think so?
I was going to because she has a little bit more teal on her, and I like her eyes.
I think
Yeah.
And
she
her
looks
long
more
hair.
like a BA to me, so I think that's why
Yeah.
you pick
Also,
her.
Pyra.
She's a
They
baddie.
both are. They both are BA, but Mithra is a little bit more like.
No, not bad.
No,
I know what you
no.
mean, but I just needed to do it.
Pyra's a little bit more like sweet. Like Pyra's a little bit more, like
Okay.
sweet and caring kind of vibe, and Mithra is a little bit more like spicy.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. No, not shocked why I would go to
Yeah.
Mithra then. Spice.
Yeah. So
I like to be the spice, so I would pick Pyra.
Spice.
yeah, I like Pyra. I think better out of the two, personality wise, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. Sean, did you vote?
Oh, it's Pyra for sure.
Okay.
No doubt.
All right. Shout outs to Pyra. Very good. I think that's all of our questions. I think we did them all. Very good.
I want to give a quick shout out to Yarden or Jardin, if you like.
Oh, please.
We have a game, but I think we're going to save it. I think we'll save this. It was about a Pokemon game.
Pokemon.
So I think we'll pin it for maybe
Pin
for
it?
next week, if that's okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Or
We'll
we'll
do
see if we have time at the end. But Yarden, I see you. This is amazing. Actually, it might even just be the thumbnail next week. Because I'm sure nothing is going to happen tomorrow.
I'm sure.
No.
Who cares?
No.
Yeah. Well,
No.
speaking of tomorrow, we'll unpin. Tomorrow, of course, there's an Indie World Showcase. Yet again, just as a reminder, we will be live reacting, twitch.tv/Carpool Gaming Live. So hang out with us there and watch the Indie World with us. Should be a good time. Looking forward to it. We did have a couple of questions related to the Indie World Showcase. The first one comes to us from HVAC Sparky, who says, "Hi everybody, a couple of questions for the show. What games are you hoping to see in the Indie World Showcase? And if you were designing your own indie game, what would that be?" So I guess kind of like, Indie World Showcase happening tomorrow morning. Is there anything that y'all want to see there? Anything that you're expecting to see crop up in the world of
No.
indies? Anything you're hoping for?
Chocolatier, the guy, the
Oh, yeah,
Stardew
actually,
guy,
okay.
the Chocolatier,
On a
that
Chocolatier?
one. Yeah, that one.
Chocolatier.
I'm just going to
The
spit out
Stardew.
words. You
Stardew
guys know
guy.
what I'm saying.
Sure,
You got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got there in the end.
Indie game.
Games.
Anything?
Lachlan, what do you think about that?
Sean is the epitome of voices in my head. I must shout as soon as they pop into my brain.
I can see it.
Chocolate hair. Obviously, Silk Song and Hades 2.
That's the huge one, right? Everybody wants Silk Song. Yeah.
And Hades 2.
Yeah.
Showed up on Xbox. It seems like that might be a Game Pass day one. There was a
There's
pretty legitimate looking kind of thing showing up there. So
there's been a lot of smoke about Silk Song. It was
Smoke.
a lot of smoke cropping up, I had an Xbox.com listing for the first time. It got rated in like Australia and like South Korea. It seems pretty.
Did
no
Fulia
way.
rate it?
I think Fulia.
She on the
Yes,
board?
but it's
specifically-
embargoed, she said.
Upside down.
Oh,
She
Fulia.
can't talk about it.
She
Yeah.
just knows.
It does seem like
Yeah,
it's
she gave it a
time-
6, but it's upside down, so it's a 9.
Yeah, so it's a
9 out
9.
of 10.
But they didn't know that.
I have long felt that Silk Song is too big of a deal to be in Indie World. Like, I feel like Silk Song is for a direct, like a real proper direct, or like the June showcase for Xbox or something. Like, I feel like Silk Song has outgrown the Indie World showcase. I don't know. Maybe I'm off base about that, but that's kind of my feeling on it. But it would be huge. I mean, look, it would be massive if Silk Song showed up there. So we'll see. Never say never, I guess.
I was looking at like some other things that we've
Never
seen at
say
Indie World in
never.
2023. We got that Amanda game, a Highland song.
Yes.
Hey, it's
We've
me.
seen games like Planet of Lana, Oxenfree 2, Blasphemous
Yep.
2, stuff like that. So, I mean, like, obviously, the sky's the limit. I think Nintendo, just in general, is already a difficult, like, kind of platform and space to predict. And then you throw, like, indies into the mix, and it's like, it's Ryan Turfer's favorite saying. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Could be anything tomorrow.
Did they show a Fae Farm initially at an Indie World?
No, I think that was like a general Nintendo
Okay.
Direct.
Like a partner
could've-
direct, maybe?
I couldn't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, like a partner direct. Because Fae Farm is like, it's published by like a fairly big publisher.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it is. It's
I
like a
don't
like
either.
a like a Nexon or something like that. Like one of those bigger publishers. So yeah.
Yeah, last
Okay,
year in
here we
November
go.
we had a Shantae. This is just going through kind of just this, what do we get at
Right.
indie showcases? Shantae,
Expectation setting.
yeah. Shantae was there. Core Keeper. I don't remember Core
Keeper.
Keeper at all.
That looked
actually.
I
cool.
remember that.
This
Yeah,
looks
that
like a
looked
Luma
interesting.
game.
It's like Stardew-ish, but it's like dungeon crawly, like the
Yeah, you're
pixel
like in the
style of
mines.
Stardew. It's
Look at
almost
the
like
lighting.
A lot of
a
people.
Terraria, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look
Sure,
at the
yeah.
cow.
Yeah, this did look cool. Oh, I remember On Your Tail.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I follow them on Twitter because I've been waiting.
Yeah, this is that furry detective game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Instantly
I'm here for
everybody's
it.
interested. Hmm.
I mean, look, I love a good detective game. All right. Starring in BOS. Yeah.
Like, how do you predict any of this? Backpack Hero.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because a lot of like stuff that we typically will see in an indie world showcase is stuff that's been on PC already, but is being ported to Switch. So if I were to try to predict something, I would say like I would look at stuff like El Paso Elsewhere. I've been waiting on a Switch port for that. How is that not on Switch? Right? There's the Amanda game.
That's me.
That's Amanda.
I need to get a yellow jacket. I just need to do it.
Yellow's your
I'm gonna
color.
start running.
Yellow's your
Yeah,
color.
oh my god, I'm always, oddly enough, not to derail us, I'm very much so attracted to the yellow color. The color yellow. The yellow color. The
Yeah,
color.
Oh
that's your
yeah,
color for
Moonstone is not on Switch
Oh
yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good game. Played it on PC.
They're still kind of cooking that up. Yeah, so I think
Sean-
about stuff like that.
Sean, what was EOS again? Can you scroll up?
I don't know if they dated that.
Did they not?
Starting-
Because like I played the demo of that. Scroll
Sean, you
down.
Spring.
passed it.
You
Yeah, it
like
just said
passed it.
spring 2024.
did it just?
Right.
Oh, starting
okay.
EOS. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be
Yeah,
ready to go.
I played the demo
Spring?
for that. I liked the demo, so I'm waiting on that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be ready to go. If it's supposed to come out in spring. I will say, there's a game that recently went gold, Little Kitty Big City.
Oh my God, give it to me. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That-
Chelsea is so excited for that one. She asks me about it all the time. Yeah.
It's got to be either shadow dropped or coming soon because it's ready. Like they announced like 2 weeks ago that it went gold, so like it's ready to go.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's-
It's supposed to be, I think spring. So is it spring yet? Are we in spring?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
So,
I can't tell when I look outside. Like it doesn't count if you ask me. Whatever it is for the rest of the world.
I just want something cool. Just give us something that we just
Something
didn't
amazing,
expect.
I
It's
guess.
just so cool.
something amazing, I guess. I'll say I have kind of like a list of games that I'm like waiting on Switch ports for. Gecko Gods is a good one.
Yes, Gecko
Yeah.
Gods.
Oh yeah, they looked so good.
I would
Gecko
love
on
to
a
see.
wall.
Baby.
I don't remember this
would-
at all. This looks
Oh,
great.
it's
Look
adorable.
at it. It's like
It's like-
smushy, but you're a gecko.
They say it's Wind Waker inspired.
And
Amanda.
Yeah.
I know. Look at it.
Interesting.
So
So
cute.
no inverted controls. That'll be interesting for your boy.
Well, hopefully
I love
that-
this.
that's
Like this
soon.
takes me back to the days of like you just there's the Wind Waker inspiration.
Yeah.
Just
You
the
gotta wait
bow.
till next year, Sean.
That's,
anyways.
I definitely do, and that makes these indie showcases very tricky for me.
You can
But
watch us play.
I love this Gecko Gods thing because it's like back in the day you used to play as an animal, like Echo the dolphin. Like you just
Let's go.
swim around as a dolphin. I didn't want it. Nobody was asking for that, but like that's what we were doing. We're just playing as animals. Now you got playing as a cat, playing as a gecko. Bring it on, man. That's awesome. I love
Okay, I
that.
want
For
that.
ya. Go Town.
Yeah. Yeah, there's good stuff. Braid is coming very soon actually to Switch. So I imagine we'll see a little bit of Braid there as like a little sizzle reel
Yeah,
thing
no,
like
I
out
can't.
in a couple weeks.
A game I
whatever.
forgot about, and I don't even know if it's going to release on Switch, but I want it to so badly, is Henry Halfhead.
Oh yeah. I think it is coming to Switch, Henry
Is
Halfhead.
it?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Because I
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah.
It's so
so
silly.
it does. It looks goofy. Yeah, I
It
definitely
does.
wanna
I
check
love it.
that
It's like
out.
it's Untitled Goose Game-esque kind of vibes to me.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm hoping for. I saw somebody in the chat. I think it was Yon32 mentioned Plucky Squire. It'd be cool to finally get a release date for Plucky Squire. That'd be cool. There's a game that came out on PC recently called like Yellow Taxi Go Vroom or whatever that I really want to play. And it looks really fun. I'm kind of hoping that gets a Switch port. I feel like Darkest Dungeon 2 is like that got rated also recently. I feel like that's ready to go at any time now. I love the first Darkest Dungeon, so that'd make me happy. I'm looking for that. Where's Metal Slug Tactics? Like, where is that? That I feel like we've been waiting on for like 2 years. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a few things I would love. Shout outs to Marcus O'Neill. Marcus O'Neill messaged me like late last year, and he was like, "You need to play Slay the Princess."
Nice.
He's like, "That is a Seth game," and I told him at the time, I was like, "I'm gonna wait on a Switch port, but if it comes to Switch, and maybe it'll be there tomorrow, I will play it for Marcus, Slay the Princess." So, yeah,
Ooh, Little Lands. Yes, Pat. I want Little Lands.
Little Lands.
What's that?
Think of the style of the remaster of Link's Awakening, right? You know, that style, that art style. It's in that kind of style. It's past this little bit here at the front because you like think that it's gonna be that.
Looks like Atari.
I'm like, what is this? That's not what that.
That's not it. It's
oh,
this.
oh my god, I love it. Oh, that's great.
And it's little lands.
It literally just looks like the Link's Awakening remake.
It's very, very similar.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Mm-hmm. But it's Earthbound inspired, like Mother.
I don't know exactly what all you do. It just, I've been following the person that's been making it on Twitter, and so I think there's,
Oh my
you can
God.
chop
I vaguely
trees
remember
and
this.
stuff.
Yeah.
But there's like caves. It just looks good. Got a
Oh,
little
that's
sword.
gorgeous. Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned this. That is so
Yeah,
cool.
little lands.
Littlelands.
The police like office, like the police station, like the
Yeah,
hat
little
and the
chunky
star.
little-
That's so great.
Very cute.
It just looks cute. And
Okay, if
that's
this
like
isn't,
my
I'll be
favorite
disappointed.
part of the Link's Awakening, like, is the art that they did for it. And
Yes.
so I was like, yes, 100% when I saw this one.
Twiglet Village.
I actually in 2019
Look at
I
those
got to
beads.
visit the Nintendo booth at it was at E3 in 2019 thanks to the Nintendo dads, and we got to play Link's Awakening like before it came out.
Hell
and
yeah.
this art style and the music and it all like, and also just like the moment, you know, you work on stuff for years and you get that opportunity to play it ahead of time, and it's like I was weeping while playing. It was there's literal pictures of me just like wiping
weeped.
tears from my eyes. I weeped. Yeah, and so this brings me back to that. I have a lot of love for that game, and this art style is just so lovely. It's so cute, and more games should just flat out copy it. Honestly, I love it.
Agreed.
Oh, Little Lands, nice.
Agreed. Yeah. I'd love updates to some of the stuff that we know is coming, like Mina the Hollower.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
love to see that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Been a while. Yeah, I'd love like a release date for Anton Blast. I don't know if that's going to be here, but there's a lot of stuff I would love to
Anton
see.
Blast. That's the other thing. Like with indie directs, I don't think
dude.
you typically get updates. It's usually like unless it's out today kind of thing.
Right.
Like if you're going to
Yeah.
see something for a second time, it's usually yeah.
Or they'll toss it to they'll put it in a sizzle reel, right?
Yeah,
Anton
that's
Blast
true.
is like it's like a Wario Land inspired game that I've been following for a while. It is so I played a couple of demos for it. It's so much fun. The art, the movement of it, they're just bouncing back and forth in this video. What?
Just to
Nate
strike a
Plays
pose.
Games asks if Gunbrella came out yet. Has it come out?
It did. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out late last year. It's good. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff that I would love to see kind of make its way over. Pizza Tower in that Wario Land kind of thing. I'd love to see Pizza Tower come to Switch. Yeah, so we'll see. Well, we'll
We're gonna
find out.
Yeah,
we're
12
not
hours.
too much longer to wait. Yeah, about 12 hours. So, very cool. Okay, well, did we do it? Oh, there was the whole if you were designing your own indie game. I have no thoughts. I'm not a
No.
game
So-
designer. Are you kidding me?
No idea.
I would very quickly be way out of indie territory. Like, if you just let me start to think about what kind of game I would want to make, it would cost like $400 billion. It would be like Homer Simpson making his car, like the Homer Mobile or whatever it was, with 2 domes and everything. Put the company out of business.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Did we answer Presto's question about what indie game we want a sequel the most and which one should never get a sequel? I don't
yeah.
know about. I think I really like, and this isn't really, I guess it's kind of a sequel, but the Eastward Octopia, even though I'm not done with it, like I would like to see another version of that
Yeah,
in the future. And then one that I don't want to see a sequel is Endling,
Damn.
because I accidentally killed my fox
Damn.
babies.
damn.
And I can't put my heart through that again, okay?
brings up the question to answer the opposite
So
of the
that-
question so that she
Really?
can just take the shot. Okay, I just wanted to track. I just wanted
I
to...
made notes for this for the show for 150. I came in prepared, and I was like Endling, 100%.
I'm trying to think what indie game do I want to have a sequel? I mean, I'll say this, and I know that Yacht Club is like they're on Mina the Hollower. There's more than enough Shovel Knight stuff, but I always wanted to see what they would do with Shovel Knight in 3D.
But also Shovel Knight 2.
But also, I would have liked to see them do like a Shovel Knight 64 or something like that. Would have been So, there was that. But yeah, and then there's plenty of indie games where I'm like, these will never get a sequel. You're not going to get a Chicory 2. You know, they're over that. You know, stuff like that. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Any games that need a sequel?
I feel like they just get DLC at this point. Like, I was like, oh, Sea of Stars. I was like, no, we're getting DLC. Like, that's almost better, in my opinion, because it just adds to the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And even, like, I was about to say something like Katana Zero, which also has DLC that has been in the ether for years. So, who knows? And then sometimes DLC... like, Silksong was going to be DLC originally. Like... Yeah. They announced that as DLC for Hollow Knight, and then it just turned into a sequel.
Yeah.
So.
Well, how many expansion packs and DLC for Dead Cells?
Yeah.
Like 5 or 6 or something like that. I bought them all last year.
Yeah.
Haven't played any of them. Vampire Survivor, tons of expansion, tons of DLC. That's a good point. That's an interesting kind of challenging question, as it turns out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of there's a game, I talk about this every, 50 episodes or so, Battle Chef Brigade, but I don't know if that's an indie game. I want to say it was was that Adult Swim?
I was going to say, I think it was published by Adult Swim Games.
So
right?
I don't know if that's really indie, but it's definitely got an indie kind of feel to it. And that's got a soft spot in my heart, that game.
Yes, Lachlan.
I have another answer to what needs a sequel. Watermelon game, but oddly shaped fruit, like bananas, eggplants.
There you go. There it is.
Yeah.
Broccoli.
Goodbye, Sean.
Maybe
Make it extra difficult.
I was going to say, maybe other song. One more, even.
Just one more.
That would be too much. That would be too much. It needs its
double
own one
expansion.
song, no other songs.
Imagine that.
Just take the music out.
That'd be
Probably could
preferable.
play it,
Just take it out.
just mute it.
Well, for the longest time, I played it in silence because I didn't have my Switch sound on. So
Oh, yeah.
Probably for the best.
it was
we
a
were
vibe.
we were telling you should play it with the sound on, and then
Now, never again.
No.
But goodbye. Thank you, Kevin,
On
for
32
ruining.
says star fruit.
Please.
yeah.
Carambola?
Did you see they're coming out with watermelon plushies? They look so cute.
Yeah, in Japan. Yeah.
look so
There's
cute.
Swinky Game plushies. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Well, did we answer
No,
Presto's?
I there was a question about what indie game. I think this was HVAC Sparky's question.
yeah,
it's
that you
pod-
would design.
So Coffee Talk.
Yeah.
Talk.
Coffee.
I want that style of game, but it's a podcasting game.
Oh,
And
yeah.
You're gonna have you're just gonna do We the Gamer Cast the game. It's gonna be different guests.
Okay.
And you can kind of ask these questions. Maybe they go down this road and ask different questions. Maybe they just slap you in the face. Maybe they hang up. Maybe they give you the Lachlan eyes and just make you feel like you shouldn't talk anymore.
I want Sean to play that. What's that game that you played, Seth? You're a radio host.
Oh yeah, Killer Frequency.
Yeah, I want to see Sean
Nice.
play that. It's not really related to what you're talking about, but it made me think of that game.
That's a radio. Yeah, nice. That's
Yeah.
a great name.
It's
Killer
yeah.
Frequency,
And
that's a great title.
It's like a 80s slasher thing.
Nice. Love that.
Yeah, it's cool. It was a cool little game. When you were saying that, Sean, it made me think of this game that's out on PC. It came out forever ago. I must have played like 20 hours of this game somehow. This game called Kind Words.
Oh,
yes.
I played that at PAX East.
Yeah, the sequel. They're making a new one, Kind Words 2. Yes,
Yeah.
Lachlan.
You know what I would love ever so much in this entire world on Switch, instead of having to
Yes.
play on a PC? RuneScape 2.
Oh, I didn't even know they made a RuneScape 2.
They didn't. I want a
Oh.
sequel to RuneScape on the Switch.
Hell yeah.
Sean
Yes.
was so
That is all.
amused. Sean,
I was-
Sean just went a whole thing.
I
don't
just
know
became
what you
Sean,
just did.
and something popped into my head, and I had to shout it out.
Stunning.
They did. RuneScape is unrecognizable now. If you look at modern RuneScape, it's so different from how it used to be.
I'm reacting because if Lachlan said that and then I said I didn't know they made that game, I would have got completely roasted there. It's yeah, Sean, I'm saying a game that doesn't exist that I would want. So I'm glad I didn't say it.
Not fair.
Better luck
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
I was thinking about stuff. I was thinking about Maple Story a lot recently, and
Maple Story, so cute.
yeah, I was like, man, I wish that Maple Story is totally different. It's still around, you can still play, but it's totally different. But Kind Words was a game that came out in like 2015 or something, and what the game is people ask, like, they send like anonymous letters asking for like advice, and you just respond to them anonymously, and you just give them kind words. And it's very sweet. Like, it's a very, like, it's a nice, like, experiment. And I don't know. And Kind Words 2, that Amanda said she played at PAX, is kind of like taking that concept, but they're turning it into almost like an Animal Crossing life sim a little bit. And that looks really good. I would love for that to come to Switch, but I don't know if it will or not. But yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. Yeah. Cool. Did we do it? Is that the show? Did we do the thing?
It is, except for Seth. I'm just going to go ahead and give you kudos and congratulations to you and Eric for celebrating 200 episodes of All In last week.
Yay!
Big round of applause. 200 episodes doesn't happen by accident. Dude, that's awesome. You guys had how long did you stream for? I feel like you were on for like 5 hours, dude.
No, it was about 3 hours.
It was like 4.
It was like 3 hours.
It was like 4:40.
It was cool. It's yeah, I appreciate that. It was
congratulations, man.
It was a big deal. Yeah, we did a whole stream. We kind of, we made like announcements and stuff, and we did like a whole, we launched like new merch and stuff like that, and yeah, we made a big deal about it because you got to celebrate the milestones, So
Definitely.
yeah,
Just like we did tonight. 150 episodes.
Yeah, we really celebrated it.
Yeah.
150. Not too far away from Nintendo Drive 200 at this point.
See you next
give us
year.
A year. Yeah, give us a year, and we'll be knocking on its door.
Yep.
So yeah, thank you. Very cool. Appreciate y'all.
Yay.
Okay. All right. Do we do it? Yawn 32. 150. Let's go. Okay. Well, before we say goodnight, if y'all will allow it, I'd like to shout out our patrons.
Do it.
At patreon.com/Carpool Gaming. Big thanks to all of our friends and supporters over there. Thank you to our ultimate producers, Tony Baker, who you can find at youtube.com/quest4pixels. That's quest number 4 pixels. Jonathan Brown, whose music can be found at linktree/pme.jib. Lee Navarro, of course, the fearless leader of the Phoenix Overdrive Extra Life team. Extra Life coming up soon. We're already talking about it, man. Extra Life is coming. It'll be here before you know it.
No.
So go to phoenixoverdrive.com for all your updates there. And of course, Cwaggy, who reminds you that the best babes are Xenobabes. We got links in the show notes. So show your love and support to our ultimate producers. We also want to thank our platinum producers like Robby Bobby Miller, Smokin Joe, and Tim Paullin. Thank you very much to our platinum producers. And thank you to our gold members like Adam K, Anna, Awesome Dave 1337, BobLoblaw, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, CrocoKyle, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Devantai Johnson, Emily O'Kelly, Jan 32, Marcus O'Neill, Peje EP, Shane Erickson, Tim Aulph, and Toxic. Head over to patreon.com/Carpool Gaming. Check out the 7-day free trial to the exclusive tier. Get a bunch of exclusive content, like the post show that we're going to record moments from now. Thank you all very much for your support on Patreon.
Thank
Did
you.
it?
I think I just need I don't know if we have permission for this sort of thing.
Okay.
But Devantai, I just want to put it out there, if it's okay. Devantai Johnson, are we okay to say that?
Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Okay.
Johnson.
You let us know.
But you let us know. I don't want to assume nothing. Just like,
Or
we gotta
maybe-
get permission.
Maybe
Smokin
they
Joe
shortened
gave us the
their-
green light.
Smokin Joe gave us the green light.
yeah.
Everybody's
Jonathan
approved
Brown
so far.
was
Smokin' Joe.
okay with it. Jan 32, all good. That doesn't mean everybody's okay with it.
Y'all
But-
32 went so far as to change his emblem to
Yes.
a Y.
Yes, absolutely.
It's dedication to the bit.
Jan 32 says, "Hope that electricity holds up, Seth. You and me both."
Jan
Y'all
32, I
must
was
never
never.
Don't tell them.
No, I seem to remember him
feel
saying
like-
something about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely have a memory.
Jan.
I don't have receipts, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to send out waivers.
Right.
Oh,
Do we have your
God.
express permission to use a soft J? So Devante, if you'd like us to call you Johnson, or if you go by like DJ, we'll call you DA.
DA,
You know.
yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
That'd be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, very good. Do you have a physical, Lachlan?
I do, and I've shown
Okay.
this before, but it's been a mome. My superliminal physical
So cool.
Oh, you talked
for
about
the
it earlier.
game. Yeah.
Yes.
It comes with a little booklet. It came with like cards and stuff, but I haven't taken them out of the plastic because collectors, in case I want to sell
yeah.
it one day. I kept it in the plastic there.
Iconic.
Haven't taken it out. I even got a super rare, literally the
Wow.
superliminal box art like sticker that came with it. So interesting. Yeah.
No,
Came with a little
Is that
booklet.
is that a Peje copy?
Peggy 18.
Because Super Rare is like UK based, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's Peggy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
Peggy 12.
Peggy 18. Yep.
This one's 12. So
Peggy 12.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're just jealous we don't have that.
Yeah, we're just jealous over here.
Not cool
That's all
enough.
that is.
I still recommend super rare for physicals. I only have
Nice.
one for limited run. It's because it took a whole year, but I digress.
Yeah, they have to. hand
I
over
booked
it.
my physical. I got a couple weeks. I got to go to the doctor.
Oh snap!
Good. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Remember to
Health is
cough,
wealth.
Sean.
I'm sure I'll remember. I'm sure I'll be
They'll
reminded.
remind you. They don't just do it and then expect you to go the rest of the way.
I will be checking for expressed consent. though.
Participation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
I'll
my
let you
physical.
know how that goes. I'll let you know how
Sean,
mine goes.
Since you're talking about physicals, how can people physically find you on the internet? I don't know.
You will not. But you can find me on X at Sean Capri, Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. And I'm hoping for next week, on the show next week, I'm hoping to be able to tell you guys something amazing. Like something, actually, Amanda and Lachlan, you don't even know. Like you
Good.
don't even
it's
know.
probably
I
better
know
that
about
I
it.
don't
There's
know.
something bubbling
Amanda's
It's
getting
amazing.
fired.
that is bonkers. It is
Could you
so
imagine?
crazy. What
out of
is
the
it?
out of the four of us, it's probably me, Amanda.
No, wait. Both of the females are targeted. We're both getting fired. Lit.
No, it's probably just me.
Okay.
Not
I'll go
true.
with you. If you go,
I-
I go.
I
It's a
know what it
BOGO.
is.
It's
I
too
know what it
walkout.
is. It is amazing. It's
Yeah.
quiet quitting, whatever.
Yes.
It is. But it is amazing, and I hope you get to share it soon, Sean. I'm very excited.
I hope so too. Yes, it's one of those. We get to share with the community, and I wish I could tell you guys more. I don't even want to there's so
Don't.
much.
Stop.
There's so much.
Stop.
No hints.
Zip.
And even
no
hints.
Zip.
I don't even know, and don't give
Stop.
it away, Sean.
Stop.
No more.
It's very cool.
Stop.
Where can we
Don't
find
pick
you on
your
the
words.
internet?
Sean Capri. This is what I said before that part.
Okay, good.
On X, Sean like Connery,
Okay.
Capri like the pants, and also on our Patreon, all over the place. On the post show, on the real Carpool Gaming podcast that could be literally about anything for patrons podcast, starring Fiona McKinnon and myself, and then Fulia's coming up. All the good stuff. That Patreon is popping off, guys. Like we have like triple the amount of content over there. It's on the
Yes.
free feed. So patrons, you guys are, what did they say? They're eating good. Is that they're eating
good.
well?
Well.
Yep,
Eating good in
eating
the
well.
neighborhood.
Yep. So that's me. Stay tuned.
Seth, where
Twitch.
can people find you?
Yeah. Tomorrow you can.
Nobody was saying anything. I'm like, I'll say more.
I'll go off of that. Tomorrow morning, you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Carpool Gaming Live, where we're going to be live reacting to that Indie World Showcase. Of course, you can also find me on X at $2 Hero. And my friend code on Switch, of course, is SW411280613454, just like Eric
Just
Lindros.
like Eric Lindros. I've also got an X-Men physical right here just
It's
for
lovely
X.
Sean's just butting in.
Well, I've got a physical too. It's the
Oh.
hardcover Lackadaisy that just came in. And
Nice.
yeah.
Forgot
So,
about my Switch code,
It's okay.
all good.
so I won't say it.
It's okay.
It's
Too
okay.
late now.
They'll find you.
That's true.
Well, there's no
Mm-hmm.
oops-a-daisy because I did not forget about Amanda. Amanda, where can people find
Hey.
you?
You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/miles_of_Amanda. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. Come hang on TikTok. It's very funny. And I'll be here next week.
I'll be here
I'll
all
be
week.
here.
Be here all week.
Will you?
I don't
if
know.
you're
We'll
fired?
find out. If I'm dead, I won't be here, but we'll find out.
Damn,
Please
don't
don't.
say that.
Please
Don't
don't.
say that.
Running is
Don't
getting
put that
exhausted,
evil
man.
on me, Ricky
She
Bobby.
may not make it. I don't know.
Well, anyway, Lachlan,
Anywho.
where can people find you?
Oh my god. Y'all can find me here at Carpool Gaming every Tuesday on the Nintendo Drive, on YouTube at Lochlith, or if you go to lochlith.card, that's card with 2 R's, r.co. If you go there now, you'll see a little message on there as well. So there's a little hint for those of what I'm possibly working on. But thank y'all for hanging out with us for today's episode of Nintendo Drive, episode 150.
150.
Bump that like button if you haven't already, and fuel this carpool in the comments below with, I guess, your version of a Mario game that hasn't been made already. Because there's a lot of them. Or you know what? Let's give Luigi some love, and just type Luigi in the comments. Nothing else.
Good one.
Like, forget
Yeah.
about the question. I already
Yeah.
forgot
Just
what
put
the question
Luigi
is
in there.
myself. So just put Luigi in the comments. And yeah, we have fun here all the time. And join us on Discord where you can ask questions and we answer it here on the show. And try our free feeds and I give you
Feed?
the honor of trying to feeds.
Okay,
This
they
ain't
said
fe-
feats.
No.
Oh,
No.
not free feeds.
No, those aren't feeds.
No.
Those aren't
Okay, I was
free.
gonna say.
You
Sorry.
got
It's not
Patreon
You
for
can pay
that.
for that.
You got
Okay.
Patreon.
Listen, I wear socks every day for a reason, okay? Not given away for free. But join us in Discord so you can ask us all the questions all the time. I don't know where else I was going with that, but thanks, y'all.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us at Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget to check out our awesome Nintendo Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming, where you'll unlock all sorts of exclusive content like the Nintendo Drive post show. Links to everything are in the description. See you next week!